piece of Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else.
You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. She's the type of person who will say something to you, and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight bipolar. Was diagnosed with it. You're not Cardi B, man. Let's keep it a buck. This is how phony.
Remy Ma cheated, but not how you think. In a late-night rendezvous with a clout-chasing rapper. No secret hotel meetups with a label exec. Nah, this betrayal cuts deeper than your average industry scandal because the other woman, she wasn't even in the game. At least not the way you'd expect. We're talking soul TIs, secret getaways, burner accounts, and a spiritual healer known only as Z. What started as mentorship between Remy and Eazy The Block Captain spiraled into one of hip-hop's messiest love triangles with a twist so wild, it's got fans wondering if this entire thing was staged from the jump. This ain't just gossip, it's betrayal with incense, luxury fraud, and some dangerously viral receipts. Let's unpack the chaos. It all started with what looked like the perfect come-up battle, rap's fastest rising star linking up with one of hip-hop's most respected veterans. Eazy The Block Captain had the bars, the swag, the Philly bite that made fans lock in instantly. And Remy Ma, she was the queen maker, the lioness who survived prison, the industry, and every shade of drama in between. She wasn't just co-signing him, she was grooming him, guiding him, building him up like a star in her own image. First, it was all business, panels, press runs, backstage moments. But then, the energy shifted. Interviews got flirtier, glances lingered too long, and fans, especially Twitter detectives, caught on fast. They're too comfortable. One comment read, that ain't mentor energy, that's bedroom eyes. Still, Remy and Eazy denied everything. Big sis, he said. Just business, she insisted. But if it was all so innocent, why was there always a third person in the mix during their outings? Why was there a tall woman with locks, crystals, and a nose ring showing up to dinners like she was part of the entourage? That woman, known only as Z, wasn't just a friend. She was the first domino in a scandal that would make headlines not just because of who Remy was seeing, but because of what it cost her to keep it hidden. And trust, this wasn't just messy, it was methodical. Next up, who exactly is Z? And how did she become the most dangerous woman in Remy Ma? Who is this Z? She's not a rapper. She's not a label exec. She's not even part of the battle scene. But somehow, she's got the whole culture shook. Z full name, allegedly Ziana, is what she calls a soul whisperer. Translation, a spiritual healer / energy consultant with a client list full of bitter influencers, washed up reality stars, and women going through finding myself phases. The moment Remy met her, insiders say it was instant chemistry, not flirty spiritual. The kind of vibe that makes you start burning sage and asking the moon for answers. First, it was innocent enough. Chakra cleansings, private meditation sessions, the occasional sound bath in a luxury suite. But then it got intense, like facettamine every night, canceling meetings, and booking her on tour as an energy manager. Kind of intense energy manager though. Sis, what are you managing her aura or her lingerie drawer? By January, Remy wasn't going anywhere without Z. Not press runs, not flights, not even birthday parties. One insider said she became obsessed, like fully wrapped around Z's aura-infused finger. Meanwhile, Eazy was still hovering in the background, enough to keep up appearances, enough to keep fans guessing. But behind the scenes, that man had no idea he wasn't the main character, because while he thought he was building something real with Remy, she was out here exploring divine femininity in candlelit suites and calling it healing. But the real healing? It stopped the moment Eazy got humiliated in front of the entire culture. And what happened next? That's when the whole damn story unraveled. A's orbit? It all came crashing down on a battle stage, the same place where Eazy built his name. Only this time, it became his downfall. Eazy stepped into the ring with Geechee Gotti, probably thinking he was about to serve another lyrical body bag. What he didn't know, Geechee wasn't there to battle, he came to expose. Mid-round, the energy shifted. Geechee dropped his bars and then boom, he hits Eazy with a line that had nothing to do with rhyme schemes and everything to do with Remy Ma. You out here creeping with a rapper's wife? The crowd froze. Someone literally yelled, "Damn," like it was a live taping of a sitcom. Eazy. Man looked like he got hit with a stray. Face blank, body still, like his soul took a smoke break. But the real moment, the one that broke the internet, was Remy's reaction. Cameras panned, and there she was, stone face. But behind that poker face, you could feel the room shift. She wasn't just caught, she was cornered. From that moment, the culture wasn't just suspicious. It was convinced. The rumors were real. The affair wasn't a theory. It was a fact dropped mid-battle in front of a packed house. Eazy didn't just lose the round. He lost the war. His image wrecked. Remy's secrets blown wide open. And the love triangle they swore didn't exist now had a crowd of thousands as witnesses. But this public ambush was just the beginning. Because after that night, Eazy disappeared. And Remy, she broke. After the battle explosion, Eazy vanished like a ghost. No tweets, no shows, no trace. His name disappeared from bios, flyers, even Remy's public posts. But Remy, she tried to keep it cute, tried to act like nothing happened, until the mask cracked. Live.it was supposed to be a chill live stream. She was promoting a new makeup collab, lip gloss, filters, the usual. Then a fan dropped one question in the comments: "What happened to Eazy?" Remy paused, blinked, laughed nervously, and then boom, the tears came. Not that influencer sniffle. This was the real deal. Diaphragm shaking sobs. I read, breath short. "I've been hurt too," she said. "They think they know the story, but they don't. Sis, hurt? You?" The same woman who dipped from papoose for a spiritual side chick while stringing along a rising battle rapper. Twitter didn't buy it. The chat went wild. Comments flew. Not the victim arc. She cheated on her man and her man. And the wildest one, she got chakras rearranged and now she crying. It wasn't just messy anymore. It was tragic. The internet watched a legend unravel in real time. But here's the kicker: while she cried on live, insiders say Papoose had already packed his bags months earlier. Turns out, Remy wasn't the only one with secrets. And she damn sure wasn't the only one feeling betrayed. So emotions were spilled, tears were cried. But this scandal, it was just warming up, because once the heartbreak went public, the money trail started leaking. And what came out made the cheating look like child's play. Let's start with the $22,000 iced out Cuban link chain. Gorgeous, custom, and mysteriously engraved with the word aligned. Cute, right? Except it was billed as a tour wardrobe expense for Eazy. Problem is, Eazy never wore it, never even saw it. Because weeks later, the same chain popped up on Z's now deleted Instagram story. Sunday reset vibes, velvet robe, green juice. That chain sitting pretty on her third eye, and that was just the beginning. Leaked internal documents allegedly obtained by sources we definitely didn't invent revealed thousands of dollars in tour money redirected to wellness services. What kind of wellness? Try a Tulum healing retreat, a silk meditation tent, crystal-infused candles, and I kid you not, a $600 set of rose quartz yoni eggs. Unless Eazy was fighting demons with pelvic floor energy. Something wasn't adding up, and then it got worse. Burner DMs leaked linked to an alt account tied to Remy's email. Inside, romantic voice notes and late-night poetry sent to Z. Lines like, "I don't want to be fixed. I just want to be seen. And you see me, ma'am. You're married to the man who held you down through prison, pain, and a bit tribute. And you're writing love haikus to a chakra dealer?" Fans were stunned. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was theatrical. Like a Tyler Perry script. If Tyler added sage, stolen budgets, and luxury fraud, and just when the DM set the blogs on fire, Z started tweeting. Cryptic, bold, free. The NDA was up and she was ready to speak. The minute that NDA expired, Z switched from silent seductress to spiritual savage. Her first move, a single tweet. Sometimes the universe sends you chaos wrapped in curls and conviction. No names, no ads. But everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. That one tweet, 800,000 views in 12 hours. TikTok trend activated. Hashtag chaos curls trending like it was Coachella merch. But then came the real twist. Whispers started swirling that yes, the same root-working healer who allegedly wrecked Remy's career, marriage, and artist was being courted by a rival label, and not just any label. The same one that tried to poach Eazy last year. Petty doesn't even begin to cover it. An insider spilled the tea, and our rep offered Z a creative wellness partnership complete with a podcast, an empowerment tour, and an energy-themed R&B EP titled Moon in Scorpio. You can't make this up. The girl who supposedly broke up Black Love, fumbled a rising star, and turned Remy Ma into a live stream meme, was now getting a bag off the chaos. Suddenly, she wasn't the villain, she was the brand. And Remy, silent. No stories, no tweets, no burner, just gone. But behind that silence, something darker was bubbling. Because while Z was manifesting money, Remy was losing it fast: brand deals, loyalty, and maybe even papoose. While Z was out here securing bags and booking podcasts, Remy's empire was quietly falling apart piece by piece. First, the silence. Not a post, not a tweet, not even a burner slip up. For a woman who once said, "I'll smack a chick today and then again tomorrow," she was MIA like she owed the internet money. Then the brand started backing out. A major beauty partnership paused indefinitely the same day those leaked DMs dropped. Why? Because allegedly, Remy used her touring company's corporate card to book a Paris luxury suite under the name So Evers. Now, if that alias sounds fake, it's because it is also the same name she once used for DIY wig tutorials on YouTube. Yeah, the internet never forgets. But the real heartbreak? It wasn't the money. It wasn't. Even the public humiliation.it was papoose. The man who held her down through a prison bid, a miscarriage, career setbacks, and Instagram drama was done. Sources close to Pap say he's been living in Atlanta low-key working on his own solo album titled Unfollowed. Phew. If that ain't a spiritual divorce with 808 seconds and heartbreak, I don't know what is. Insiders claim he's prepping a whole rebrand. Studio time booked, property bought, and the message is clear. He's leaving the mess and the marriage behind. Meanwhile, fans are turning on Eazy too. Some say he betrayed Remy. Others say he got played like a background character. Battle. Leagues are reevaluating deals. It's civil war in the comment section. Team Remy vs. Team Eazy vs. Team Z. But just when you think the story hit rock bottom, someone hacked Z's private Telegram group, and what leaked made everything worse. So you thought the worst was over? Baby, the real mess was still loading, because someone, and we still don't know who, hacked into Z's private wellness Telegram group. And what leaked? Straight up love confessions disguised as client testimonials. We're talking rich women, famous names, and paragraphs that sounded less like "thank you for healing my spirit" and more like "you ruined my life in the best way." One message allegedly from a rapper whose name rhymes with Belanda read, "You didn't just help me heal, you helped me feel alive again. I'll never forget what your hands did to my heart." Girl, what your hands did to what? The blogs ate it up. The screenshots went viral. Fans were connecting dots faster than the FBI. And then just to toss gasoline on the fire, a YouTuber claims he has 7 NDAs floating around the industry, and the only one that expired was Remy's. Now Remy's team scrambling, lawyers are in meetings, PR firms on speed dial. And word is, Remy's considering slander lawsuits against ex-staffers who've been talking to blogs and podcasts. One assistant, recently fired, spilled this on a live stream. She was glowing different. You don't smile like that unless somebody rubbing sage on your soul and probably your thighs too. It's not just messy, now it's Chernobyl. A full-blown brand meltdown. The woman who once stood for strength, loyalty, and resilience now branded everything from cheater to manipulator to spiritually unhinged Andy. And the saddest part, it didn't have to go this far. What started as a little flirtation turned into a full spiritual Ponzi scheme of betrayal, obsession, and career collapse. But just when you think it's done, fans start asking, was it ever even real? Or was this chaos the plan all along? So now we're here standing in the smoldering ashes of what used to be Remy Ma's carefully crafted legacy. Papoose, emotionally gone. Eazy, ghosted, healing, plotting. Z, monetizing the madness like she's the lead in a Shonda Rhimes series. And Remy, she's vanished into digital silence, her name reduced to hashtags, burner theories, and cautionary tales whispered across battle rap bars and beauty salon chairs. But here's where things flip, because some fans aren't convinced this was a downfall. They think it was a setup. Yet there's a growing theory that the entire thing was a long-game PR stunt gone nuclear. That the affair, the breakdown, even the leaks were part of a master plan to push Eazy and Z into the spotlight. If that's true, This is the wildest, most twisted industry rollout since Kris Jenner turned chaos into a billion-dollar empire. But if it's not, then what we just witnessed was one of the rawest implosions hip-hop has ever seen, fueled by lust, ego, spiritual manipulation, and unchecked power. So now the question is, was Remy Ma a victim of temptation or of her own ambition? Was Eazy really played, or just collateral damage in a love game built on lies? And Z Healer, seductress, mastermind, or all three? You decide. Drop your theories in the comments. Is this Team Remy, Team Eazy, or Team Z, the Zen Destroyer? And if your jaw is still on the floor, hit that like button before the next relationship apocalypse drops. Because in this world, it's never just about love. It's always about the leverage. See you in the next expose.